morning students. Today we are starting new chapter, that is respiration in organism. In this chapter we will study about respiration, human respiratory system, respiration in other organisms and respiration in plant. So first of all we are learning about respiration. So what is respiration? It is a cellular metabolic process by which oxygen is taken in, substances are oxidized and energy is released, and carbon dioxide and other metabolic products are given off. Or you can say that what is respiration? The food is broken down to produce energy during a biochemical process that is known as respiration. And what is cellular respiration? Cellular respiration means the cells use the oxygen to break down of glucose in the food into the carbon dioxide and water and release energy in this process. This is known as cellular respiration. So here after this we are discussing about the two types of respiration. So what are the two types of respiration? So you can see in the next. Yes, we are discussing the types of respiration. So respirations are of two types. Number one is aerobic respiration and other is anaerobic respiration. So first of all we are discussing here aerobic respiration. So what is aerobic respiration? Here living organisms, the cell use oxygen for the process of respiration, or you can say the in most living organisms, the cells use oxygen for the process of respiration. This is called aerobic respiration. So here it is carried out in the body of almost all the living organism. So you can see in this animation that aerobic respiration means that takes place in the presence of oxygen. And here you can see that in the reaction that food in the form of glucose that is completely oxidized and it release carbon dioxide, water and large amount of energy. So this was regarding aerobic respiration. I think it's clear to you. And it is a two-step process, occurs in the cytoplasm and mitochondria of a living cell. Again, I am repeating, what is aerobic respiration? Respiration that takes place in the presence of oxygen. And here you will say that here glucose is oxidized, or you can say in the presence of oxygen, glucose will give us carbon dioxide, water and energy. So after this we are discussing the next type, that is, yes, again they are telling you about aerobic respiration reaction, glucose plus oxygen, it will gives us carbon dioxide, water and energy. So what is the next type? Next type is anaerobic respiration. It occurs in the absence of oxygen. So here you can see that what is anaerobic respiration? It takes place in some lower organisms like yeast and some bacteria, and glucose is broken down into alcohol, and into alcohol you can say ethyl alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. Here you can see in this reaction. So what is the chemical reaction for anaerobic respiration? Here glucose gives carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol and energy. And in the anaerobic respiration, as I have told you that in the absence of oxygen, glucose break down to form carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol and energy. So this reaction is anaerobic respiration. So now after this, anaerobic respiration in the microorganism causes fermentation, and this process is known as fermentation. So here sometime you have seen that when any human, we can say that when we are doing any physical activity, okay, like cycling, weightlifting, on that time the body needs more energy quickly, but oxygen supply is not enough to meet the body's need for extra energy. So the cell partially break down the glucose to produce the lactic acid, and when the lactic acid is accumulated in our body, then it causes the muscular cramp. So that's why athletes sometimes suffer sometimes suffer painful muscular cramps. I think it's clear to you. So if we get relief from the cramps, then we should take hot water bath or a massage, which improve the circulation of blood. Okay, so this was regarding anaerobic respiration. So after this, we are doing the next, that you can see here in this animation, that we are doing about, yes, respiratory system, human respiratory system. This is very important. So respiration is a vital process which involves inhalation of oxygen rich air and exhalation of carbon dioxide. Inhalation means taking in, exhalation means taking out. So taking in oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide. So after this, you can see here in this animation that, yes, so the process of taking in oxygen rich air, that is called inhalation, and giving out carbon dioxide rich air, that is known as exhalation. This is known as breathing. And what are the various organs for the breathing in human are nostrils, nasal cavity, windpipe, bronchi, or larynx, lungs. So during breathing, what happen? You can see the air passes through the nostrils into the nasal cavity, and the mucus and the hair present inside the nose filter the air and prevent small particles and microorganisms from entering into the body. So hair present in our nasal cavity, or you can say the hair or mucus present inside your nose, it filter the air that enters in our body. So you can see here how they filter the air. So from the nasal cavity, the air reaches the lungs through the windpipe or trachea, and the wall of trachea, you can see the trachea is the windpipe. It is made up of C-shaped incomplete rings of cartilage. Yes, here you can see the trachea. Okay, so after this, trachea is further divided into the two branches. Each branch is called primary bronchi, and air enters the lungs with the help of bronchi. So you can see the bronchi here. And after this, lungs are elastic and spongy organ that are protected by the rib cage. Within the lungs, the bronchus divided into the alveolar duct, and each alveolar duct opens into the alveoli and lungs. You can see here. And this exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide from the blood takes place in alveoli. And breathing, it involves the movement of the diaphragm and the rib cage. So what is diaphragm? Diaphragm is the muscular sheet present under the lungs. Okay, and when we inhale air, the ribs move up and outward while the diaphragm moves down. You can see in this animation. And breathing involves the movement of diaphragm. Okay, and the movement increases the space in the chest cavity so that air rushes into the lungs, and when we exhale air, ribs moves down and inward. Okay, and this reduces the size of chest cavity so that the air pushed out of the lungs. So this was regarding human respiratory